Continuing its relentless aerial onslaught on Ukraine, Russia targeted the cities of Kyiv and Lviv with missiles and drones. The attacks came a day after more than 50 people were killed in a missile attack on the city of Poltava. Meanwhile, Russian forces also claim to have destroyed Ukrainian military targets in the Kursk region using aircraft and air defence missiles. Well, the mayor of Lviv said that Russia's early morning attack on the western Ukrainian city has killed 7 people, including 3 children. Officials said that the strike also destroyed historic buildings in the heart of the city, which is of course not far from the border with the NATO member Poland. Displaying its superior air power, Russia has widened its assault on Ukraine in the last few days. On Tuesday, the city of Poltava became witness to the war's deadliest single attack this year. Russia claimed that the target was a military institute which was being used to train military specialists from the Ukrainian army in radar and electronic welfare systems. Ukraine confirmed that military personnel were among those killed in the attack, and the attack could deal a blow to Kyiv as it tries to bolster its ranks to hold off a more powerful enemy. The Foreign Ministry said that the use of ballistic missiles meant that victims had little time to find cover after the air raid siren sounded. Now, it's not the first time Russia has struck military facilities away from the front line, causing mass casualties. In March that year, 35 people died in a Russian strike on a military base in the country's west. Russia said in May 2022 that it hit a training ground for reserve forces in the town of Desna, where Ukraine said 87 people were killed. Meanwhile, Russia also seemed to be using its air power to repel the Ukrainian incursion into Kursk. The Russian Defence Ministry released images purporting to show its Su-34 aircraft crew destroying a concentration of Ukrainian manpower and armoured vehicles. It also released images of Pantsir S-1 air defence missile and gun systems, claiming to show the destruction of a Ukrainian armed forces UAV. The past week has seen a marked intensification of Russia's missile and drone strikes, with Ukraine enduring its heaviest bombardment yet. On Monday, ballistic and cruise missiles had targeted Kyiv, causing loud explosions. The barrage of missiles and drones has overwhelmed Ukrainian air defence systems, and Kyiv has been pushing for a more long-range weaponry. The US is reportedly close to finalising an agreement to provide Ukraine with long-range cruise missiles capable of reaching deep into Russia. However, Kyiv may have to wait several months for these missiles to arrive. Meanwhile, Russia has warned that Moscow will give an immediate and extremely painful response in the event of long-range strikes on Russian territory.
They are losing the sense of reality. They are not thinking about the risk of further dangerous escalation of the conflict, even when it comes to their own interests. It's not about Ukraine or Ukrainian citizens anymore. They've long forgotten about them. They're not thinking about themselves. We would like to warn such irresponsible politicians. In EU countries and behind the ocean, if such aggressive steps are taken by the Kiev regime, Russia's response will be immediate. I think many of that you have already been observing in the last days, and it will be extremely painful.
On the battlefield, Russian forces continue to make advances in eastern Ukraine, where fighting is particularly intense near the city of Pokrovsk.
Поставим бригаду, будем останавливать.